Hi, this is Majinoni. Here's my review for the two issues of Death of the Family, Red Hood and the Outlaws, and Nightwing 15s. Now, here's what it looks like the cover. One thing I have to applaud Disney with is how they gave all of the first runs this kind of die-cut cover treatment. I know it's going to cost them more money to do this. They're not really getting anything extra out of it, but I think it really stands out on the shelf, and it's very easy to tell like a second printing compared to a first printing. So I think they did a good job. Now, these issues kind of take place right around that same time as the Batman 15, but technically this one at least should have come out first, because since it makes reference to Batman 15 makes reference to events in this. Now, both of these are really, really good in their own ways. The art, I think, is really strong in the Nightwing. It's not as strong as it was, in the Red Hood, but they've really captured the Joker really well. And basically what the Joker's doing is he's targeting friends of Dick Grayson. And I think that's the important distinguishing thing here, is he's not going after Nightwing's friends or allies, it's Dick Grayson. Hence, showing that the Joker probably does know Dick Grayson is Nightwing. So, overall, I thought this was a very strong tie-in. I think that DC did a really good job at keeping the events in this issue relevant, but at the same time, not making everything dependent upon you, like understanding the whole storyline if you missed it. So that I thought they did great on, and like I said, I think the art was really, really strong, and the Joker is just proving to be really, really twisted and evil. I think what the DC editors and Snyder have really done was, I think you can almost look at this as a reimagining or a reinventing of the Joker. I think the Joker is probably one of DC's greatest villains, I think overall he reached a plateau, and he did the same types of things all the time, and yeah, maybe he might try to kill 1,000 people today, and 6 months later he might try to kill 5,000 people. What he's doing here is, it's not necessarily the body count, to a certain degree it's who he's targeting, and most importantly it's the way he looks and his attitude, the way he talks, and you can tell this Joker is nothing like we've ever seen before. And I think overall DC is doing a fantastic job at reinventing the Joker and doing it in such a creative way that makes him even a more fearful character. Now, with Jason Todd's story, while the Joker is going after friends of Dick Grayson, the Joker in this one is really playing more of a mind game with Jason Todd. He basically kidnaps Jason Todd, and he's basically, in a way, doing a "this is your life" type story. And, Jason's like, how the hell do you know all this information? How could you know? You act like you're here. You were there the whole time. And I think that's what the Joker's point is he knows so much about who Jason Todd is that he's pretending or acting like he was there. And I think, if anything, he's really getting under Jason's skin and causing him to really doubt what he knew of his life, Joker's life, and then to some extent, the Joker's also creating a rift between Batman and his family, because, Nightwing and company think that either Bruce has been lying to them, he's been holding back, and especially it's one thing to say, hey, Commissioner Gordon knew who I was and figured everything out, versus the Joker, our greatest and most deadly enemy, knows who we are. So there's a big difference between something like that. Well, I think the art isn't as strong in this issue. They did manage to have a couple good moments with the Joker in terms of his mask, but it's nothing nearly as good as what Capullo's doing in Batman. And then, like I said, even in this issue here, Burroughs did a really good job at really creating a fearful Joker. Overall, great issues. I can't wait for the next ones to come out. It looks like we only have one more month, really. I mean, we still get the Teen Titans book for December, but we really have the 1 month in January and then the final issue in February. So, great job. Anyways, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. I'll have more reviews later. Until next time.